Halo, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good evening, everyone. And how are you today? I hope everything is going well, and may God or may Allah bless you. Today, in this happy afternoon, I'm going to talk about two interesting and important topics. The first topic is about petrodollar system, and the second topic is about the corruption and how to fight the corruption. These two topics may seem different, but they both affect the economy, governments, and also the lives of millions of people around the world. So this is the relationship. The first, I will explain what the petrodollar system is and how it started and why it is important. And after that, I will talk about the corruption and explain why that I believe that asset confiscation is one of the best and most effective ways to fight and eradicate the the corruption, especially in our country Indonesia. And let's begin for the first topic. Is it the petrodollar? What is the petrodollar? Is it a new currency? No, it is not new currency. Petrodollar is a US dollar used in international oil trade. And most countries buy and sell oil in the US dollar, making the dollar the main and become the primary currency for global oil transaction. And the petrodollar system began in the early 1970s. And before that time, the United States used the gold standard, which is meant that US dollar could be exchanged for gold. However, in 1971, the US government at the time, Richard Nixon, ended this system. And a few years later, the United States made an important agreement with Saudi Arabia, which is Saudi Arabia agreed to sell its oil only in the US dollars. And in return, the United States promised military protection and economic military cooperation. And later, many other oil producing countries that gather in OPEC also start selling oil in the US dollar. This creates what we now call the petrodollar system. And why is this system important? Oil is one of the most important resources or commodities in the world. So that's why every country needs oil for transportation, factories, electricity, and many other activities. Because oil is sold mainly in US dollar, countries must first buy the US dollar before they can buy oil. And as a result, there is always a high demand for the US dollar. This gives several advantages to the United States. The first, it helps keep the US dollar as the world's main reserve currency. Because what? Because the countries over the world need US dollar for buy and sell the oil. And the second, it allows the United States to borrow money more easily because many countries and investors want to own US dollar and US government bonds and assets. And the third, this system increases the influence of the United States in the global financial system. So that's why, however, the petrodollar system uh, become the big system in the world. But however, the system also has many challenges. And today, countries such as China, Russia, and some members of BRICS are trying to reduce their dependence on the US dollar. They are increasing trade using their own currencies. For example, China has encouraged some oil exporters to accept the Chinese yuan instead of the US dollar. And if more countries stop using the US dollar for oil trading, the global financial system could slowly become more balanced between different currencies. But however, this change will probably take many years because the US dollar is still the most trusted and widely used currency in international trade. So I think it is will be very hard and very take a long time to make another currency become the currency for you sell and buy the oil. That's all about the petrodollar, and now let's move to the second topic. It is about the corruption. Why the corruption happens? The corruption happens when the government officials or people in power abuse their position for personal gain. They may steal public money, accept bribes, or misuse government funds. And the other, the corruption is a serious problem because it reduces public trust, slows economic growth, and increases poverty. And the money that should be used to build anything such as school, hospitals, road, and public services is instead taken for personal benefits. And many governments fight corruption by sending corrupt officials to prison, or the corruptor send the corruptor to the prison. Yeah, the prison is necessary. We need the prison because it punishes the criminals and show that the corruption is a serious crime. But however, I believe that the prison is not enough if that just alone. And in my opinion, one of the most effective ways to fight corruption is asset confiscation. What is asset confiscation? It means that the government taking away all of the money, the houses, the luxury cars, business, and bank account and property that were obtained through the corruption. And the question, why is this so effective? Why is this so effective? Because the main reason the people or the corruptor commit the corruption is money. So if the corruptor or the corrupt official know that they will lose everything they gained illegally, many of them will think twice before committing corruption. Imagine that someone steals millions of dollars or trillion of rupiah from the government. If that person only goes to prison for a few years like in Indonesia, but keeps the stolen money hidden, they may still enjoy that money after being released. After they have free from jail or prison, they can use that money. But if the government confiscates all illegal assets, the criminal loses everything, isn't it? Ah, this creates a much stronger deterrent. And another benefit is that confiscated money can be returned to the government. So the recovered money can be used to build schools, hospitals, roads, and another public place and welfare. Of course, asset confiscation should follow also by the law, and the courts must carefully examine the evidence to protect innocent people. And when combined with the strong law enforcement, independent courts, and transparency government system, asset confiscations can become a very powerful tool for eradicate the corruption in Indonesia. And for the conclusion of my presentation today is The petrodollar system has played a very important role in the world on in the global economy for more than 50 years. Although some countries are trying to reduce their use of the US dollar, it remains the world's most important international currency today. At the same time, corruption continues to be a major challenge for many countries, especially Indonesia. And in my opinion, one of the strongest way to fight and eradicate the corruption is not only sending them to the prison, but also confiscating all the illegal wealth they have gained. When criminals lose both their freedom and their illegal money, corruption become much less attractive. And maybe that's all from me. I hope this presentation will be informative and easy to understand. Thank you very much for your nice attention. Have a nice day and wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.